Oh yeah.
We're very limited. Y'all ready to eat some fish?
I'm so hungry.
Alright, so little breakdown right here. We have Mayan cichlid, couple of peacocks, black Midas, regular Midas, and then a French grunt. Luke's French grunt, his key, his Florida Keys fish. So today we're gonna be cooking them in our hotel, and I think it's gonna be pretty great. Hey Bryce. Okay, bye Bryce. Riley just got this new Bubba fillet knife from Bass Pro while we were in Miami. So he's gonna try it out.
I got one in my bag.
Hey, this is the sharpest guy I know. You didn't get that way, you know, just by being born like that.
Kinda did. We're gonna break this knife in and get these fillets started.
Alright, so first off, Bass Pro Shop, you can take your money back. It doesn't have a backbone.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get up under here.
Oh my lord.
We're going up top.
Why don't you start off with the small one?
That's what I was thinking of, but we'll just start from the back right here.
You're making me nervous.
I'm making my own self nervous. It was just this gill plate right here that you couldn't get through.
Why are you trying to cut this gill plate?
Because I like getting all the head meat and stuff.
If you're watching this at home, this is not how you
We're just going to cut this part out of the video.
typically fillet a fish.
This is gonna be fish bits.
Not fish sticks.
Wait, actually,
Fish
I
bits.
shouldn't talk about the man while he's got a knife in his hand.
Yeah, that's true. Great job, bud. I mean, look at that skill. That's not too bad for real.
No.
So we've got one fillet off of the fish. We're gonna put some ice in this water real fast. Always, always, always put your fillets when you get done in some water and ice. It keeps them firm. It keeps them good and fresh.
Nice and tender.
What are you doing?
Playing.
Oh man.
Look, you just left his whole shoulder.
Right there.
There you go. There you go. He got it. He redeemed himself. Anyway, we're going to put some ice in this water and get them chilled, and we'll show you all the rest of the fish when we fillet them.
Yeah, that 8-inch kind of hard.
I do like how it takes it off the skin. It's pretty similar to a beeline snapper meat. So we're going to get those. See you in a second. So we're gonna get the other side of that finished up.
It took too long to do this first side.
Because then we're gonna get the shrimp out, all the seasoning, stuff like that, and then we're gonna start cooking and show y'all what we're gonna do. That sounded really bad.
You got some bones.
Anyway, we're gonna get all that set up and we're gonna show you how we're gonna prepare this stuff. I'm really excited. Never had any of these before, like I said, except for the grunt. So this ought to be interesting. I'm pretty ready for it. We are now cooking. We've got French fries in the grease and we've got the shrimp pan ready to go. So we've got butter in here. We've already cooked our spices down a little bit. Make sure they get in sort of like a, I don't know, like a paste. I guess that's a good word for it.
Make a fond.
Thank you, Matthew. Layer your shrimp, just one layer on the pan. And then do that right there and put a little bit of butter back on top, just like so. Put some more seasoning, whatever you like. This is Everglades seasoning. Highly recommend the Everglades seasoning. Then they're gonna look like that. You wanna stir them around, get them nice and coated and all that jazz. And then we're gonna put them back on the eye. This right here is the finished product. They're golden brown, got a little bit of a crust on them, and their tails are pink, which lets you know that they're done. We've already taste tested these. They taste amazing. And we're gonna put those on top of our grits. One thing I do want to mention, I wouldn't recommend cooking shrimp in a pot like we are. I would recommend cooking it in a pan like this, but the pan won't fit on the eye at the same time as our grease. It works okay, but with a pan you can move them around a lot better. They cook a lot more evenly. We're gonna get done with the shrimp and then we'll show you these fish. We've got them soaking in ice water still to keep them fresh. See you in just a minute when we get the shrimp done.
We're rolling.
Go. Now we're fixing to blacken fish. You can do it two ways, or sort of blacken fish. You can do it two ways. You can either season your fish on both sides and then put it in, or you can season the butter like we did with the shrimp. Get that going. Get your fish. This is the grunt that Luke caught. Put it on the seasoning. One side down. That's mine. That is definitely mine. And this is definitely mine. So you put that on there, and then just like the shrimp, yet again, sprinkle generously on the other side. That might help with the lighting situation. So pretty much just like the shrimp, if you want a true blackened, you're gonna have to get the pan a lot hotter than this anyway. We're not trying to do it professionally here. It still works good this way. It's gonna taste great real quick. We didn't buy any flour and cornmeal and stuff because that's just too much trouble. So we just got some Louisiana fish fry. This stuff is pretty good. Obviously, I would like to make my own in most circumstances, but since we are in a hotel, we just got the pre-made fish fry. Either get this style or the crispy if you get the Louisiana fish fry product.
Good to go.
You're too for real now. Yeah, for real.
You want me to do it nice?
You might have to. You hurt my bad.
Alright guys, so just a little quick tip for frying or cooking fish like this is when you start seeing the edges, the outside edges turn white. I'm not sure how well you can see that on the camera. That's when you know that they're getting done. And then you can always sort of lift up and see. Oh yeah, look at that. For the second side, you're not going to be able to see that white rim forming. But when you press on the fish with your spatula or with a fork or whatever, it should start to flake. Especially with fish like this is flaky meat. If it's still holding together and it's firm and sort of stiff, that means it's not done, anywhere near done. Now we are going to get the fried fish started. Y'all stay tuned and we'll show you how to do that.
Yummy, yummy.
This is a Midas cichlid fillet. Look how white that fillet is right there. Get that little piece of fat off. Alright, so for this batter, pour it in a bowl. Wet your fish. Make sure it's just not dripping wet though. And boom. That's all you gotta do. Make sure it's evenly coated, just like so. You could do an egg wash too. Some people do that. We don't want to do that today because we're being lazy. And then you come over here. Look at that grease. Make sure it's bubbling. It's bubbling. Lay it on in there, baby. This is a Mayan cichlid fillet. Get it battered up. Boom. Right there. Don't ever overload your grease. If you overload your grease, your fish is not going to get done. It's not going to get crispy. It's just going to be a pile of goop. We're fixing to eat, boys.
Ooh, not in focus at all. Most of this video has not been in focus.
That's
I'm sorry.
great.
It just won't focus on the food. I don't know why. Some B-roll. Sand dollars also have more jagged edges, and they have little lines in between these.
Yeah.
That's a fruit.
That's some sort of fruit.
What? Leave it in the comments, boys. What do you think that is?
I've never seen a sand dollar like that.
That's some B-roll for you, Brandon.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
I got a good shot of that pan. So nice. It focused finally.
This fish right now is not necessarily done, but it's getting close. So when your fried fish is done, first off, it's gonna float. You want your fish to be golden, crispy, and have that crust on it. If you touch your fish and it's still sort of floppy, that's no good. You don't want to get it out, you want to leave it. So this fish right here has good color, it just doesn't have the floating yet. We're gonna put it on separate sides. Ooh, oh god. Ooh, that looks good, man.
Yeah.
I am going to try peacock bass fried first. So let's see.
What should taste like?
Oh my god, you gotta try that.
Alright, let's see.
It's good.
Whoa!
It's good.
Whoa! Yo, that's I've never tasted anything like that.
No, that's
before.
different.
That's really good.
It's different. Like,
Yeah, different, but not a bad.
yeah, there's really no way to explain like what that tastes like. It doesn't taste like any fish I've ever tried. Would you agree with that?
I agree 100%.
Like, I've never tried anything that tastes like that. It's got a sweet flavor
Yeah,
almost.
like right when you bite into it, it's super sweet.
Yeah, and then
And
after
then it's
that,
just regular fish.
yeah,
After that.
it's pretty neat. So, all right, well, since Luke caught the biggest and baddest Midas, let's see, that right there is Midas. Midas cichlid,
Pan-seared.
pan-seared. You ate the fried version, right?
Yes, dude.
Pretty good?
It's really soft.
Yeah.
Crappy.
It is. It is
Yeah.
like,
I'm more of a black shrimp good.
no one has tried the Mayan yet, Riley. Get you some of that. That's Mayan.
This
right
is
there.
Mayan?
Yes, Mayan cichlid. Pretty good?
Yeah, it's a good fish.
Good seasoning.
Yeah, it's really good seasoning.
That's at Everglades.
Everglades, baby!
Oh my god.
Holy cow, am I still recording? Two of my Joby legs just popped off. Don't know how that happened. I hope every single one of you are having a great and fantastic day. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're getting the grits ready, then we're gonna smoke this fish. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will be seeing you
Later.
But look at that, guys. Matthew is trying it out.
First time cooking shrimp, boys.
Looking pretty good. They've got a nice color to them already. They smell good.
Oh yeah. Thanks to good old Everglades seasoning.
Sponsor us.
Tastes like home.